I am now recording on my end. So today's interview, this interview is with Peter. Hello, Peter.
Hi.
It's great to have you. Have you here for an interview. I know a lot of people, as with many of the other devs, most people only know Hakita, and even if they know Hakita, most people think, New Blood makes ULTRAKILL. So
yes, the New Blood man.
So before anything else, just tell us a little bit, yeah, Mr. New Blood man. Tell us a little bit about how you're involved in ULTRAKILL development and just what you do.
So I do programming, but mostly backend type things, as in things that you don't usually interact with. Not only, but mostly. I write tools for Hakita. I write systems, like how patterns work on the Cybergrind. That was me. But I also do more. I also do not different things. as in, I made the UK construct map. That was unusual for me, but yeah, I made that map, and I made the whole sandbox, basically all of sandbox minus the effects, and cheats. That's me too.
And the original sandbox art.
Oh yeah, that's there too.
I miss those trees. I miss those trees, man.
It's still there. One of the trees is still there.
Really?
Yeah, like when you look at the one of the trees in the background, like the one furthest away is still the old texture.
That's great. That's amazing. All right. So yeah, lots of back-end stuff. Lots of little side features that have been put into the game so far that lots of people are enjoying. I've seen because I have the map editor, but I've seen people do a lot of really impressive stuff with the sandbox tools that you've given them.
Oh yeah, it's better than I thought it would be. So I'm glad that people are enjoying it. I mean, the things people make, I'm glad.
Yeah. So how long have you been working on ULTRAKILL with Hakita?
So it's been a while. I've been working with Hakita since before New Blood picked it up, but it's hard to pinpoint a specific date because I've started by modding the game and I was just slowly integrating myself into the workflow like a parasite.
Slowly just forcing your way in, passively aggressively stepping in.
Helping Hakita set up source control so that I can yeah, that's a thing. Yeah,
really
funny story.
Do tell.
Yeah, because before Hakita was doing quote unquote source control by doing Google Drive backups.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I helped him set up and taught him a bit of Git. So
yeah.
And it paid off, I guess, because everyone's been.
Yeah, moving from Google Drive to Git is a huge improvement. That's funny. I never knew that that's how source control was being handled before. All right, so outside of ULTRAKILL, do you have any hobbies?
Like the pretty obvious programming and other nerd things aside, I guess. I'd probably have to say VR, maybe. Always been interesting to me, and I'm still going. Virtual reality.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing you have a headset and all of that good stuff then?
Yeah, a few.
A few?
Long stories too, but yeah, I own 3 Oculus headsets. One of them I borrowed to my friend.
Oh wow!
And also, I also got a new one, but it's arriving tomorrow.
Oh my god!
It sounds like a lot, but listen, there's the time frame is big, and
yeah. VR has been around for a while now.
Yeah.
It still feels like such a new thing. but it's actually been around for a while. So yeah, that makes
Oh, yeah,
sense.
looking back at the DK1 and everything, that's
We've come so far.
yeah.
Cool. Any community interactions you've had that you've really enjoyed so far?
I don't have anything specific in mind, but I do like just hanging out on the Discords and talking with people a lot. If that counts. I think
Yeah,
it
no,
does.
that totally counts. That's interacting with the community right there, just sitting in the Discord. Any no like no standout moments that you've had?
I don't think so. Nothing comes to my mind, but maybe I just forgot. I have brain holes, so
Yeah, no worries. I'm sure a lot of it blends together, especially nowadays with the days feeling so similar.
yeah.
So since you've been working on ULTRAKILL for a while, what does the game mean to you now?
I'd say it's even though it's, let me rethink that one.
Of course, no rush.
I'd say it became a pretty big part of me in a way, I guess, even though I'm just a programmer man, just a programmer person. But yeah, for a couple of reasons, both community-wise, how important all of those things are, how much time I spend with, I guess, everyone and everything related to ULTRAKILL. It bleeds onto everything in a good way, I'd say.
Yeah, that's great. And has it had a significant impact on your life as well?
Oh, absolutely. way more than I thought it would have. And yeah, definitely.
Yeah, would you be comfortable telling me a little bit about that journey of like how it's changed?
It was a long process, so it's hard to I guess describe it because it's hard to describe, yeah, but just being able to work on something that is successful, I'd say, and that people actually like, automatically in most cases will change how things are, even if, especially if it's a first thing like that.
Yeah, of course.
First successful thing you're in.
Yeah, understandable. Of all the things you've worked on so far, what's been your favorite?
Overall, I think I'll have to say the level editor because in a way I've been planning it since even before I was an official dev.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like your baby.
Oh yeah, it's very much my baby. Because yeah, I've started way before, and I've been still modding the game because I basically started as I basically started as a modder. I already had some prototypes, I would say, and yeah, I've been planning the level editor since forever. I've been also technically thinking about it, how I would handle it, and so when I actually got to finally, making it, I had pretty solid foundations.
Yeah, and I'm guessing being brought on the team really streamlined your workflow of actually making the editor.
Not that much change, but yeah, because it always has been just me talking to Hakita for most of the time. That's
okay, yeah.
But yeah, the thing with the editor is that it required me to rewrite and revamp massive chunks. I wouldn't say massive, but solid chunks of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been working on it even when I haven't been working on it.
Yeah. Because it's I'm guessing because since it's so tied to the game that when anything gets rewritten, it's kind of working with the editor as well, right?
Not necessarily, but I had to. What I'd say is I had to untangle the game a bit
okay.
to make it even viable.
Yeah, so kind of going off of that, I know Hakita has mentioned as well that a big rewrite of the AI is being planned, like a overhaul of that. Are you helping with that as well?
Yeah. That one's gonna be painful, I'm sure. But I've started planning it out. I'm talking to Fakita about it, so
yeah,
we're working on it. Yeah.
So because I'm assuming that's gonna be a huge undertaking. I would assume that's gonna be very difficult. But besides that, since you haven't gotten to that part yet, besides the AI, what's been the most difficult part you've worked on for ULTRAKILL? Like, what's given you the most troubles getting in?
I have two things. First, I'd go again with the level editor because of how much of the game itself I had to rewrite.
Yeah.
Or at least restructure. And second would be Sisyphus. The boss.
Yeah, the mid boss in Greed, right?
Yeah. It's been it's made by me, Hakita, and Hakita, a different dev, a zombie at New Blood, and me, and it's been such a pain.
I would love to know why.
Just because of how complex it is, with all of its attacks, and I'm sure you can see it. It's more complex than most bosses, as in more dynamic, I'd say.
Yeah.
More procedural.
Yeah, it's not as it's not as straightforward as a boss. It does a lot more. I've noticed myself. So just getting all of that, just getting it to feel that way, I'm assuming was one of the really hard parts.
Not only, also it was very problematic. It just broke in a billion ways.
Like how?
Oh, there's a lot, but for example, getting his attacks to be timed right, and match the speed, because it's still using normal animations.
Yeah.
But it also has the procedural arm. And that has been pretty problematic too, because it's been getting desynchronized and everything.
Oh, okay.
Plus, also the collision detection, making him decide what attack to do.
Yeah.
Also, some random movement was terrible too. Him being able to jump through ceilings.
Yeah, because I remember at one point he would
a proper level and in a proper spot. It's all been problematic.
Yeah, I remember at one point he would just jump and then not come back, just keep going.
I think I fixed that in a patch.
It hasn't happened in a really long time. So, and I remember it being talked about that it was fixed. So that's the only thing I've ever seen go wrong with it, though, and I found it hilarious, as annoying as it was.
I'm pretty sure that all of those videos I made, like all of the dev videos of him, I made public. So if you go to the the channel that automatically gets my uploads because I use it for uploading.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's like 100 videos where I just
Or you break
die
him.
internally. Yeah.
I'll definitely have to check those out.
Very likely loud music in the background.
What is that channel's name?
Oh, it's the Peter _ uploads.
Okay. Just so people know where to look at all of your fun little uploads that you do.
Oh yeah, for that one you can just go to my domain. Go to peter.dev.dev/_ no, not underscore. What am I saying? peter.dev/YouTube2, as in YouTube and the number 2. That one's gonna open the second channel.
Okay.
With the just scrap uploads.
Yeah, and that's Peter PITR.
Yes,
for anyone that doesn't know.
.dev.
All right, cool. So moving on. I know you work on a lot of things that are public but not in the game yet, and that you have shown off on that peter.dev or just like random streams you've done. Could you tell me a little bit about those things?
Maybe I could talk about the Twitch integration, or yeah, I think that's good because I already showed that one and it's been postponed for now. We're gonna work on that still later, but it grew into a bigger idea. I had a test stream where we were testing out the modifiers and all, but like okay, let me restart from the beginning. The idea was so that people on Twitch or YouTube Live or whatever can vote for like game modifiers, which is pretty typical for many games, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a I know it commonly goes by crowd control for a lot of games.
Oh yeah. The idea was to have that in the cyber grind, where people just vote, like the game picks 4 random modifiers and people just vote. But we've decided that we want to make it into a whole thing where you can pick game modifiers for normal levels and also cyber grind yourself if you want to. And the system can already handle most of it. You can just most cyber grind modifiers can be game modifiers can just be used in normal levels, like the underground one. Underground. What am I saying? Underwater one, or explosive projectiles, low ground, like all of them.
Yeah.
Except for the cyber grind specific ones, which is like only 5 of them, I think.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. It sounds like a very fun and silly little addition to the game. That kind of stuff always is really entertaining to see. Is that it? Is that like the only thing that that haven't shown off really much? That's public, at least.
Unless you know something.
No, I don't. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I can't think of many public things that I haven't ended up shipping.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, because that's the one thing I was able to think of, and we've already talked about the level editor, and that's got plenty of that's been shown off plenty, I feel, at this point.
And still will.
Yeah. But all right. Yeah, cool. I'm definitely looking forward to that Twitch integration. Or the streaming integration. It's gonna be a very funny time. But moving on. How's it feel seeing the things you've made in ULTRAKILL so far?
Pretty rewarding, especially when people enjoy it and talk about how they enjoy it. But yeah, it's the best. It's especially the best when it's a direct interaction on, for example, Discord. people, just seeing people like, I don't want to say in person, I don't, in Discord, where, for example, with the sandbox mode, seeing people make things and have a lot of fun, that's very rewarding. So on the other hand, I think that's the thing with most team creative work things, where people just give all credit to a single person.
Yeah.
Either the New Blood man or Hakita. Or
Johnny
even
Newblood.
something. Credit me with something Hakita made or
Yeah.
or anyone made, or someone like that one can sting a bit, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hopefully all of these interviews with everyone will kind of get the word out there that this is actually a big group effort, and that there's more than just one or two people working on the game, and it's not just Johnny Newblood making the game.
New Blood.
But yeah. Any aspirations for after ULTRAKILL?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, I'm still working on personal projects different from ULTRAKILL right now, but ultimately I do want to self-publish something.
Yeah.
At some point. And I guess that would be it.
Nice. Yeah. That's good. I'm hoping to do the same thing someday as well. But it's always a wait and see how it all goes. But yeah, I've seen you're I don't want to, just like throw it out there, but are you comfortable sharing your personal project, or at least the name and what it's about with us?
The game, yeah. I'm talking about the dreamed game. The name that it's been what can I say about it?
Whatever you're comfortable sharing. No pressure.
It's hard to predict where it'll go because it's still going through a lot.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's an experience making it.
Yeah, and that's dreamed, and you can wishlist that now on Steam if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, you can also use my link. It's the pitr.dev/dreamed. That's gonna open the Steam store page. Or just actually, you can even search on Steam dreamed. It's gonna come out. Come up, I think.
Yeah, it did for me at least, but I already have it wishlisted and followed, so it might put it right there for me either way. But
I believe it happens. I believe it even happened when I used incognito. So it's when you type the name directly.
Yeah,
it should be there.
And there you go. Dreamed on Steam. Wishlist it now. Any advice for anyone looking to get into game development?
I'd say what everyone says, and that you should keep your initial expectations low and keep the scope small initially. But what I also found pretty oddly important is that what works most of the time. I got that from Akita. Otherwise, it's at least for me, it's very easy to fall into a never-ending cycle where you just keep, unnecessarily remaking things and never getting anything done. So you gotta put this restraint on yourself, I guess.
Yeah. And I know I'm gonna pop this question on you, even though it's not on the sheet, unfortunately. But do you have any golden rules of programming for when you do programming?
Oh wow. I don't believe I have anything specific, but yeah, I don't really have anything specific when it comes to golden rules.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say maybe, I guess maybe I try my best not to overcomplicate things
Mm-hmm.
in multiple ways. I like to take a step back and look at the whole picture and what actually is needed,
Yeah.
how things should actually be handled instead of trying to. I mean, everyone does things differently. That's how I do it, I guess.
Yeah. Basically, just don't over-engineer something, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. It really does. All right. Well, Peter, it's been a great little interview. I had a great time chatting with you and just, you know, getting to know all the little things about you. Thanks for doing this. I really appreciate it. It's been
No problem.
I want to get how do I want to say this? I want people to know that there's a lot of people working on ULTRAKILL and that it's there's a lot of love from a lot of people being poured into this game.
Yeah.
So before we finish up here, when we already talked about it a little bit, but where are all the places people can follow you and keep up with the things you make?
It's mostly my Twitter and my YouTube, but if you just want to like see all the links, it's on the website. Just go to pitr.dev, pitr.dev, and all the links are listed there.
Oh, perfect. And if oh god, I'm trying to remember your Twitter handle right now. Just if people just want that.
Oh, it's dev_Peter.
Oh, there you go. Dev_Peter on Twitter and peter.dev on the internet.
That's the domain, yes.
Well, thank you so much, Peter. It's been a nice little interview. Nice laid back. Enjoyed it a lot. I just enjoy talking to you in general. But it's been fun. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Cheers.
Yep, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.